The purpose of LegalWorks is to remove the barriers that prevent people from moving forward in their lives. Our motto of removing obstructions and restoring possibilities is for real.
Oh, I see me going places. It's just been something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and now that my record is expunged, I'm on the right road.
People have made mistakes in their past. Maybe it's a drug possession, maybe it's a theft, maybe it's 10, 15, 20 years ago. They were sentenced, they were fined, sometimes they did some time, but instead of that case being gone, it's still afflicting their life. Criminal records prevent people from moving forward, prevents people from getting the kind of job they want, prevents people from credit sometimes, prevents people from getting the housing choices that they might otherwise have, and sometimes even prevents people from visitation or custody, relationships with their own children. An arrest warrant might prevent somebody from moving forward. There are 70,000 open warrants right now in the city of Cleveland alone. Often these arrest warrants for something incidental, like not showing up in court on a traffic warrant, or not showing up on an open container.
The one thing about having a record is the stigma that's sometimes associated with that society. You know, you apply to different places, or you tell people about your record and they just look at you a certain way. And that could just mentally wear on you, especially when you're trying to seek opportunities to help yourself, your family members, or even just to help any one of your loved ones.
The felony has affected my business. It's affected my family life. I wasn't able to coach my son in baseball. On top of that, it was an embarrassment.
Having a record has affected me emotionally in numerous ways, such as waking up different days, feeling down, depressed. I was in my own shell. I stayed away in my own lane, like by myself, especially from my main childhood friends and things and family.
Sometimes you're working somewhere and you know the employer tells you to be honest, so you are honest. And you check the box telling me I have a record. They do a background check, and next thing you know, you may not be working anymore because that background check came back. And now you're trying to find other employment and the same thing happens.
I'm doing my part, I feel, you know. Just graduated the year before. I went to the Red Cross, got my license, and it's like I'm on the right path, but things are not working in my favor. And I have this baby to provide for, and I'm 19 years old.
It has stopped me from doing home health aid, DSP, direct support professional, because I caught the felony, which is stealing stolen property.
We get into the legal trenches with our clients and we remove those barriers that have afflicted them for a long time, allowing them to move forward in their lives.
Once it's sealed and you see the client, you hand them that journal entry, you see the change, the joy of, wow, this is off my shoulders now. I can actually move forward and pursue some of those aspirations that I had before I achieved the record. Now I can go forth and really progress in life and really pursue those dreams that I really just couldn't get before.
My wife was thrilled, you know, when I got my felony expunged, because I was able to, it happened in December and I was able to coach in January, so it was very, very nice.
It's let me be here for my children and for my wife who just passed 4 years ago. She was so happy to know that I don't have to go to jail or be away from her or my family.
To be able to completely change my life and who I was and then to who I've become today, you know, it brings me back to like my parents even when I was in grade school and before, feeling that sense of making them proud again.
My son Jalen looks at me as, you know, somebody to look up to instead of somebody that his mom talks about. You know, that's the main thing, you know. And the thing about it is like my confidence level has built up, not only with myself, but my family has seen the change.
Now that my record is expunged, I can get jobs that I was not able to get before, even go to school. Because sometimes you could not even get your high school diploma knowing that you had a record?
Since LegalWorks expunged my record, I have since found great employment, and I have also been able to go back and further my education in nursing.
One thing about record sealing is the law is constantly changing. This year alone, it's already changed twice, and it seems that the state of Ohio recognized the need for people to have their records sealed because they probably recognize the barriers that they're facing once they have a record and the stigma that is attached to it. People are suffering from these records, from these old cases going back, even 20 years now, where now they're eligible to have something sealed and they can move on with their lives.
LegalWorks helped me by continuing to file the paperwork for me until we got results. Something was overturned in the system where you would be able to get expunged and sealed papers if you were not a person that had anything to do with violence.
Now they're helping me get my record sealed. So now that when I go out and apply for different jobs or when I'm going through the franchise to, start my cleaning business, I'm able to get contracts. And once they do my background, it's nothing, it's not there.
If I get this expunged, I can go back to doing what I love doing, which is helping people.
We're in several locations across Cleveland. On Mondays, we're on the West Side, Women's Recovery Center. On Tuesdays, we are also at Fulton Public Library on the West Side, and on the East Side, we're in Slavic Village at University Settlement. Wednesdays, we are on 140th and Kingsman at the Cleveland Public Library. Thursdays and Saturdays, we are at Famicos, which is on Ansel Road in Glenville neighborhood.
Unlike other organizations, LegalWorks assists our clients not only in Cuyahoga County, but we assist in every court in our adjacent counties. Summit, Lake, Geauga, Lorain. LegalWorks will actually represent and appear on behalf of the clients. We don't just offer advice and allow them to go pro se or on their own. We'll be with them at every phase of the representation from the beginning to the final resolution.
I had one in Girard, had one in Mahoney County, I had one in Summit County, I had one in Morrow County, I had one in East Cleveland, Cleveland Heights, and Cleveland, Ohio. It's all been taken care of.
I had several different charges in several different counties. LegalWorks and their team really, they just went above and beyond. Went to every single hearing and filed everything for me, accordingly. And it was really easy on my part.
We do run clinics as well, where we service maybe 60 plus people in one clinic, and we get people every single day that need this service. We are one-on-one. So we're able to double check on hearing dates, help push the dockets through. And when I say dockets, I mean, sometimes cases sit with a judge for a little bit, and we're able to check on those and actually get the record sealed.
Went to several different attorneys, and it wasn't about the financial aspect of it, more like, they just weren't interested in helping. A friend referred me to LegalWorks, and I went down and met James Levin, not expecting much different results from the previous attorneys, and James was very receptive and was able to get the felony expunged.
I did my research, I came across LegalWorks, so I went into the office, talked to Mr. James Levin. He took care of me from day one.
LegalWorks basically sealed my record for little or nothing.
We do charge a nominal fee. We never not do the work because we don't get paid the fee. The primary objective of LegalWorks is obviously to free these clients of the obstructions that have been impeding their forward motion, not to make money from legal fees.
One of the good aspects of LegalWorks also is that personal touch. We're able to help clients and be that rock for them through this process. Anytime you're going through a legal process, it feels strenuous, it's an uphill battle, convoluted instructions sometimes, process that you just don't understand why you're going through this, when honestly, it was a mistake that happened 10 years ago. And again, back to that joy you see, because now they have someone who They felt listened to them, saw them through a process that no one else was actually willing to help them on. For me, that's the joy. I'm able just to help someone get through something that they just felt no one wanted to listen to me, but we did.
LegalWorks definitely is a great organization that is looking to help people.
It helped me, and it stabilized my mental state to be free.
I want to get up early, I want to do things. I'm a lot more positive, hopeful, faithful.
LegalWorks has been around since 2014, and since that time we have sealed over 1,000 records, vacated hundreds of arrest warrants, allowing people to move forward, getting better work, getting better credit, getting better health care, and sometimes better housing. We look forward to continuing our work in the Cleveland community to help people move forward in their lives.
LegalWorks is and was my saving grace. My future is very bright.